Security. Now we know it's not one of the most secure exchanges in the country, and this revelation comes as we dig even deeper with our testing. Nick Winkler shows us how MNsure security compares with other states.
Minnesota. MNsure, which is spending millions of dollars on ads like this one,
little help,
is actually less secure for Wi-Fi users than the troubled federal healthcare exchange.
It is coded much more securely than the MNsure webpage is.
We partnered with Lanterman at Computer Forensic Services. He found MNsure is vulnerable to a Wi-Fi attack in which hackers can intercept usernames and passwords. MNsure denies it has a problem and blames users. So, to see how MNsure stacks up against other state-run exchanges, Lanterman tested at least a dozen. 41% passed the test, meaning they are not vulnerable to the Wi-Fi attack. They include Kentucky, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, California, and Vermont. Like MNsure, 58% failed, meaning they are vulnerable. They include Maryland, Colorado, D.C., Hawaii, Nevada, New Mexico, and New York.
Well, I think it just goes to show that everyone has room for improvement.
Right now, Akamai servers appear to be hosting the Federal Exchange, which is now running better. But for a time, the Federal Exchange appeared to be hosted by Google.
Yeah, Google Map for sure.
What do you use Google for?
Like shopping.
I use it for school.
Turns out that for a time, the federal government was using Google servers to host the Federal Exchange. When Google was hosting, it also appeared to be capturing computer MAC addresses, which are essentially unique identifying numbers or computer fingerprints that could be used to verify what a specific computer is being used to do.
Well, it seems weird to me. It seemed I'm a little bit troubled by it. I think it's not something that would ordinarily be collected, so someone had to make a decision to collect it.
And we've reached out to Google repeatedly. We want to know why it was collecting MAC addresses, how it plans to use that information, and how long it plans to store it. But thus far, Google has not been willing to speak with us about this matter. Leah?
How about the federal government? Any response from them?
Initially, they directed us to a blog post that answered none of our questions. Afterward, when I pressed them further, they simply stopped talking to me. This is not something they want to talk about.
All right, Nick, thank you. Well, you can see the latest in a series of stories that Nick has done about your security online as well as MNsure. We've talked to regular Minnesotans who say they've been hacked. You can watch all his investigations at KSTP.com.
Well, the Vikings and Baltimore Ravens put on quite a show in the snow today. The finish